Thank you for your testimony today.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Edward Clark. There has been a note that has been slipped to me that people may not have time coming from another room. I would let those people know. There are plenty of seats in here, so come on in. If I've called your name and you were not in the room, if you come in, let me know. We'll make sure you get a chance to testify. Edward.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, my name is Edward Clark, and I serve as a policy assistant at Idaho Family Policy Center. We stand in support of House Joint Memorial 1 and thank Representative Scott for bringing it forward. There's a long-standing political philosophy known as the Doctrine of the Lesser Magistrates. This doctrine dictates that if a higher governing authority, such as the United States Supreme Court, acts in a manner which violates God's law or undermines the Constitution, then lesser magistrates, such as the state governments, have an obligation to interpose on behalf of their citizens. In their ruling in Obergefell v. Hodges, the United States Supreme Court acted in a manner which abandoned the law of God and violated the Constitution of the United States of America. The Constitution and the subsequent Bill of Rights aim to protect both the rights of individuals and the authority of states from federal overreach. The original powers of the federal government under the Constitution were largely limited to handling foreign affairs and regulating interstate commerce. By seizing authority that was not delegated to the federal government and altering the definition of marriage in the Obergefell decision, the Supreme Court violated the Constitution. The state of Idaho has an obligation to hold the court accountable. I'll leave you with the challenge of Mr. Matthew Trujella, foremost modern scholar on the doctrine of the lesser magistrates. Quote, "Only time will tell if America's lesser magistrates, that is, the states, are just putting up a token fight against the perversion of marriage. Will they stand even when the federal dog bites back and presses all to embrace it? Will they join the higher authority in their rebellion against God, or will they do their duty in the sight of God and resist?"
Thank you, Edward. Are there questions for Edward today? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony.